The purpose of the video is how to lean, bulk, not get fat to get abs. Said it at the start, first 15 seconds of the video. Getting abs, building muscle. This is not how you do it. Coach Greg in today's video is on Fraser Wilson. Over 1 million followers, has an amazing physique, and he created a video. It's a 4,000 calorie lean bulk. So we're gonna learn, how does he eat and how can we apply it to our own diets in order to lean bulk, to put on muscle without getting a lot of fat. So at the start of the video, it says, how I eat to get abs and build muscle. So in order to get abs, you need to get leaner. Unless you already have those abs, then you can keep them by eating at maintenance. If you eat in a calorie surplus, you're not going to get abs and build muscle at the same time. Calorie deficit, that is what allows you to lose weight. And can you build muscle and lose fat at the same time? Yes, of course you can. You just want to diet in a small calorie deficit. The word bulk, it means to get bigger, to expand, to be larger. So when you say you're going to bulk and get abs, it's literally an oxymoron. You can't do both. It's like saying, I want to get hotter and colder at the same time. You're going to get hotter and colder? It's like saying, I'm going to get smarter and dumber at the same time. Taller and shorter, fatter and skinnier. You can't do both. You can't get abs and bulk. It's an oxymoron. They go against each other. So if you eat too many calories, you're bulking, you're going to get bigger muscles, but you're not going to get abs. At best, you keep them where they are. So essentially, when I see get abs and build muscle at the same time, which is what he's saying right here, that's main gaining. Main gain to build muscle while keeping your body fat the same, or you keep your weight the same and you build muscle while losing fat, which is body recomp. That is main gaining. You have to understand that. Main gain, something has to be maintained. It's either your body fat percentage or your weight. If your weight's the same, you can in fact build muscle and get leaner and look better. Or you can keep your body fat where it is, which is what I suggest you do when you're at a healthy weight, whatever that is for you. For me, 9%, maybe for you, 19%. It depends on your genetics. So let's go over this diet and let's see, does this look like a diet you could follow that will get you abs and build muscle? 4,000 calories lean bulking, this guy's shredded. I eat 3,500 calories. I'm a professional bodybuilder who does a lot of cardio, racing bicycles. I don't know what kind of activity level he has to eat 4,000 calories while being smaller than me. He must do a shit ton of cardio and or movement, because 4,000 calories is a lot of food. And if he eats that much while being this shredded, he must be burning it off somehow.
So this is going to be a very, very delicious bodybuilding omelet. So we're going to be doing 2 whole eggs and then 3 egg whites.
So he starts off with 2 whole eggs and has 3 egg whites because he wants to remove some of the calories. This makes sense. If you're trying to get abs and build muscle, you can't just eat as many calories as you want, or you'll be in a surplus and you'll be on a bulk. If you're trying to lean bulk, you're trying to add mass without adding fat, which is essentially main gaining. You do that by eating roughly at maintenance. Maybe 30, 50 calories more, but if you approach 2, 3, 4, 500 surplus calories, those surplus calories, not all turning to muscle, many of them are going to turn to fat.
In with a splash of olive oil.
He then adds a splash of olive oil. Why are we doing this? Why are we adding unwanted calories? We removed some of the egg yolk and now we're adding oil. It seems counterintuitive. On the one end, you're trying to remove fat and calories. On the other end, you're adding more fat and calories. My advice, use cooking spray. 1 second spray, maybe 10 calories, rather than a splash of olive oil, which you don't know how much you're using, and you don't know how many calories you're adding. How can you accurately track calories if you're just guessing at how much you're using?
Calories, macros, and everything else between 146 grams of carbs, 36 grams of fats, and 49 grams of protein, coming in at 1,151 calories.
Total calories, 1,150 for breakfast alone. Did I say Sylvester Stallone? Turkesterone? 1,150 calories for breakfast alone. And then he adds in omega-3 fatty acid capsules. As if he didn't already get enough fat. I've already watched the video. He's eating salmon. If you're eating that much healthy fats in your diet, you do not need to substitute with the extra omega-3s. Supplements are supplements to your diet. And if you're already getting everything you need and then some in your diet, there's no reason to add extra. So those of you watching trying to lean bulk, you can't eat this much. 99% of people watching this video, if they were to eat anything remotely close to this, you're getting fat. What you want to hear is you can eat as much of the healthy foods as you want. And frankly, his diet is great. I've watched the video. His foods are great. It's healthy. But it's a lot of calories. And when you say you're going to get abs and build muscle, you can't just eat a lot of calories. If you do, even though those calories are healthy, those healthy calories are still going to turn into unwanted body fat, causing obesity. Just because you eat healthy fats, high calorie dense foods, and so on, doesn't mean that you're going to be healthy. Extra calories are extra calories. And to be healthy, you need to not be obese. If you're obese, it makes you less healthy. I know it depends on your genetics, how easy it is to lose that weight. But if you are in fact obese, you're not as healthy as if you're not. Not saying you can't be a healthier obese person who exercises. If you're obese and exercise and then lose a few pounds, you're going to be healthier because losing weight is easier on the body to survive.
What you could do is put everything that is in this cereal in a blender, blend it up, and it's like having the exact same thing, but it'll be much easier to get down.
Does that sound like how anyone needs to eat if they're trying to get abs? You're so full that you have to blend up your food in a blender and guzzle it down. It almost sounds like force feeding when you're trying to bulk up. Not to get abs, just to bulk up, as in to get a lot bigger. So if your goal is to just gain 20 pounds real quick, this seems to be a good diet, seems to be something I would recommend. But if you're not already lean, you're not already shredded, chiseled, and you're not wanting to gain a bunch of fat, this is not the type of diet you should be following.
On to meal number 2, guys. This is going to be my post-workout meal as I just absolutely demolished the back.
So what is he gonna eat post-workout? Because he probably just burnt 200 calories. We need to replace that right away. An 830 calorie, in his words, extreme calorie dense snack.
And also they're extremely calorie dense, which is perfect if you're trying to bulk.
Extreme calorie dense. That is the kind of food you need to eat if you're full and you're trying to gain a lot of weight. If it's extremely calorie dense, it's easier to eat, easier to get in those calories. But it says lean bulking. If you're lean bulking, you're not trying to get fat. And if you eat a bunch of high calorie dense foods, you're gonna gain weight, it's inevitable. You eat in a surplus, you're gaining fat. It's not all magically going to turn to muscle. You can't think, oh, I'll go on this 4,000 calorie lean bulk, I'll eat all healthy food, probably at the end of it, I'll be up 10, 15 pounds, all muscle. No! Dates and rice cakes dipped into peanut butter with a little bit of protein mixed into it, that is high calorie dense foods. A lot of sugar, a lot of fat and calories. Easy to get down. It's great if you're struggling to put on weight. It's bad if you're struggling to not get fat.
Dip the dates and the rice cakes into the protein fluff.
And why does he call peanut butter with a tiny bit of protein fluff? Fat fluff? Peanut butter fluff? Peanut butter fat? Peanut butter with a bit of extra protein, but not protein fluff. That is mostly fat, not mostly protein, so I don't know where the name protein fluff comes from. And he's showing it as if to brag, look, it's not a whole lot of food, but it's got a lot of calories. Is that really how you want to eat? You want to eat a little bit of food that has a lot of calories? It's not how I want to eat. I want to eat a lot of food and get few calories. That way I get to eat and be full and satisfied and not want to cheat on my diet.
These are medjool dates and they're absolutely pitted. Not only that, but they're very, very tasty.
Yeah, dates are literally too good. I agree with him. They're too good because they're high calorie dense foods. A lot of calories, easy to overeat. dip them in essentially what is mostly just peanut butter? It's like eating a candy bar. Tastes so good. How are you going to stop? Not going to keep you full. You're going to keep eating too many calories. You're not full. You're going to overeat. And at the end of your bulk, you're going to realize, I bulked. I got fat. I wanted to gain a bunch of muscle because I watched the video and it said lean bulk and get abs and build muscle. I got the muscle part, but with it, a shit ton of fat. Now I got a diet for 3 months. If you think you need this calorie surplus to put on muscle, what do you think happens when you're in a calorie deficit? The opposite. So if you did in fact add extra muscle on this bulk, you're going to lose some of that extra muscle on this cut. While on the other hand, I'm gaining. I'm eating the same amount of calories, keeping my body fat where it is at a healthy rate year round, and building muscle slowly all the time, rather than for 3 months I put on muscle and then for 3 months I lose it.
All right guys, so just got to the shower. You're probably wondering why my hair is this messed up and this frizzy.
No, I'm not wondering anything about your hair whatsoever. It's not even occurring to me that I should care about your hair. This is my hair. Apparently, I'm not doing something right. Go learn from him. What am I doing wrong with my hair?
That is because this is what it looks like before I style it. So this is the before and this is the after. But how did we get here? Let's go back.
Okay, I'm rewinding back and forth, trying to see the difference between the before and the after. So it just looks like the hair touched a bit closer together. Does that matter? Is he better in the after? And is it worth doing? Well, I may as well see. I'm going to try out his techniques. Will it help Coach Greg's hair? Let's go and find out.
First thing I will do is dampen the hair with a towel. So I don't want it to be 100% wet.
Dampened hair.
Now there's 2 products that I use. The first one is going to be a pre-volumizer.
All right, and it's not too heavy, not too damp, and I got to do this. And then apparently I have to do this with it. All over. All right. Then what?
So I'll then blow dry my hair. I'll do it on about a medium heat, and towards the end I'll turn it down to cold just to not damage my hair long term.
There, that looks like medium. Okay. How do you, okay. So I guess you use your non-dominant hand. You should explain how to do this. All right. Okay, so apparently we're not done yet. We now need to put another thing the size of a dime in your hand because, I mean, we're not done because as if every guy has this much time to spend on their hair in the morning. So we do this, and now we just do this. Okay. So I don't know what this does, but there, and done. Okay, so it's great, it's for the texture, and it's like, it kept it in place now. So now let's get back to the video. And meal 3's 540 calorie avocado and chicken sandwich, delicious. Diva Gertie didn't do nothing to you there. That's on you. And honestly, this meal seems to make a lot more sense. 540 calories, a lot more realistic. I don't think people are gonna be overeating while eating this. And meal 4, a 712 calorie salmon, potato, and vegetable meal. He actually adds olive oil to the pan again, as if he's not getting enough healthy fats and calories already from the salmon, but he adds more oil. What do I think of that? Well, if you wanna get fat, then go ahead. But if you're not trying to bulk and you're trying to lean bulk, which means to gain muscle without the unwanted fat, I don't recommend that you add the extra fat as you're already getting plenty of fat in this diet. He's had avocado, he's having salmon, he had eggs for breakfast, whole eggs even. Seems like there's plenty of fat, and if you add extra fat, like the peanut butter that he had in multiple meals, it's enough. It's so many calories. How are you going to stay lean and get abs if you eat that many calories?
Salmon is such a good bulking meal because it just packs so many calories in not a whole lot, and it does taste flippin' phenomenal.
And he says salmon is a great bulking meal because it packs a lot of fat and calories, and that is 100% correct. And salmon, extremely healthy. I promote it to all my clients. I suggest you eat 3 servings of fatty fish per week. This is not only good for your skin, but it's good for your heart. It's healthy. You need healthy fats in your diet, and salmon, one of the best choices you can make.
Last but not least, guys, we're gonna take a tuna in oil. This is Serena, the best by far, and we're just gonna mix it up in there. So there's already olive oil in this, which is gonna act as more of the dressing.
And his next meal, a salad with tuna and more olive oil. Does he really need the tuna that's packed in oil? Does he really need all those extra calories? Well, if he does, it's great. And if he can eat this many calories and not gain weight and get his six-pack, amazing. However, for the 99% of people watching this video that are trying to bulk while keeping abs or getting abs, you can't do it like this. I'm sorry. You can't just eat foods just because they're healthy and eat them in large quantities and not gain weight. 4,000 calories. How many people in this world do you think can have 4,000 calories while getting abs and building muscle? I can't. I'm a professional bodybuilder. Maybe you can, but for the most part, most people trying to pack on muscle while getting abs, you can't be eating all this extra fat and calories. It's too much. He has the sweet potato on the side. Guess what he puts on the sweet potato? Peanut butter. Does that sound like the kind of diet you can follow while getting abs? So I'm not against this diet. It's not like he doesn't know what he's doing or what he's talking about. I'm just against the fact that if most people try doing this, they're going to get fat. The purpose of the video is how to lean, bulk, not get fat, to get abs. Said it at the start. First 15 seconds of the video. Getting abs, building muscle. This is not how you do it. I mean, really, an extra 30 grams of peanut butter on the sweet potato. How many of you think that you can just eat all this food and not gain body fat?
Totals to 447 grams of carbs, 230 grams of protein, and 128 grams of fat, 4,060 calories.
How many people do you think can eat like this and get abs and put on muscle? Maybe Chris Bumstead, not Coach Greg. What about you? So yeah, I get it. You want to think you can just eat a healthy diet that's loaded in calories, lots of fat, protein, carbs, everything. 5 meals a day, some of which are massive meals. And get bigger, get big muscles, and get abs. But in the real world, not on Krypton, not in Bizarro World, you need to eat at maintenance to not get fat, or at a deficit to burn fat. And if you just start adding in a bunch of extra calories, it's not all turning to protein. If you're on PDs blasting Trenbolone, Nandrolone, or Decaritos, you might be able to get away with eating this kind of food and calories without getting fat because a lot of the food is turned to muscle. Nutrient partitioning is occurring. But if you're natural, not eating Decaritos or Nandrolone sandwiches, what chance do you have? Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. Bloops over there. Please watch one of them. Buy my freaking cookbook that's loaded in low-calorie, delicious, filling meals that will prevent you from becoming obese when you're eating. You're full. You don't crave the extra food and calories. And until next time, I am out. Not...